What's up everybody, it's Sean here, back today to give you a review of the Jurassic Park Nike Jaw 3 in this Explorer colorway. This is easily one of the most fun shoes I've picked up this year so far. And the way they executed the theming on this shoe was absolutely incredible. So as the name of the shoe suggests, this is an official Nike basketball collaboration with film franchise Jurassic Park. And they released two colorways of the Nike Jaw 3, the third signature sneaker for NBA star Ja Morant, on April 10th. So alongside this Explorer colorway, which is inspired by the green, yellow, and red colored Ford Explorers that drive around Jurassic Park in the original movie, there's also a Raptor colorway, both of which released on that April 10th date. And then there's an upcoming third colorway, which is a silver and blue colorway that's dropping in May. So these retailed for a price of $135 US each, or $170 here in Canada, but I managed to grab these over from Sports Check here in Canada, and they had a pricing error online. They actually sold these for 150 Canadian dollars instead. So I got lucky there. The official colorway for this shoe is green spark, black, and university red. And to be honest, the Jaw 3 hasn't really been on my radar until I saw pictures of this colorway. I'm a fan of the Jurassic Park series, and again, the way they executed the theming of the movie onto this model, specifically this colorway, I thought was incredible, and I really wanted to get my hands on these, even though I'm just going to be rocking these casually. So if you're looking for an in-depth performance basketball review, this unfortunately is not going to be the video for you. Again, this is coming strictly from a casual user's perspective. So first off, here's a quick look at the packaging. And this packaging, of course, is special for this release. So you can see the details on here. It reminds me of a dinosaur cage. We have the Jurassic Park logo on the top lid, along with the Nike logo on the side, and the Ja Morant logo on this side. And this entire box is textured, so the vertical lines are raised, which adds a bit more of a premium feel even to the box itself. So as far as the shoe goes, diving right into the upper, so the upper of the Jaw 3 is covered in this textile, but in the case for this shoe, it adopts the signature Jurassic Park claw marks, which are covering the shoe in red. The rest of the textile is given this gradient-like finish where it goes from yellow on the bottom to more of this bright and bold green on the top. And then covering the upper of the shoe, we have these clear rubber nubs, which if you actually look closely, is the Ja Morant monogram or logo repeating itself all over the upper. And then on the lateral midfoot, we have the Nike swoosh, which is done in this shiny black finish. And then next to this was done on design, but this stripe is shaped like the letter A. So when you put it together, it's spelling the word Ja. When you compare this to the medial side, so the swoosh here is left normal. So this is just your normal horizontal swoosh in black. And then towards the heel of the shoe, you'll find the words JP12 or Jurassic Park and Ja Morant's jersey number. This is embroidered in black. Hanging off the shoe, it also comes with a hang tag, and it features again that Ja Morant logo inside. As we turn our attention to the middle of the shoe, right at the base before the laces, we have Ja Morant's signature. The laces are your normal flat style laces in green, and then underneath this, the tongue of the shoe is actually quite chunky. It's extremely padded, and it's covered in this material that has a bit of a rough texture to it to the touch. On the top of the tongues, we have the Ja Morant logo on the right foot and the Jurassic Park logo featured on the left. And then both the back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is covered in a smooth green colored textile. For the insoles, these come with your typical foam lined insoles, and they feature custom dinosaur graphics on top along with the Ja Morant logo. And then the upper of the shoe, this sits atop this midsole, which is crafted out of two layers of Zoom X. So the top layer is just your standard Zoom X, and then the bottom layer is a recycled Zoom X. And this is all encased within this rubber carrier, which essentially is the rubber outsole extended upwards, wrapping around the midsole, giving you a little bit more containment and a little bit more stability here too. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is crafted out of a yellow colored rubber. The traction pattern is completely done in that Ja Morant JA logo. So this repeats itself on both the forefoot and the heel. And then in the middle, we have the number 12, so 1 on the bottom of the right foot and 2 on the bottom of the left foot. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, so I got these in both my true size as well as a half size up because this is a narrow fitting shoe. So again, this is coming strictly from a casual user's perspective, and trying on both sizes, I ended up sticking with the half size up. So I'm a true size 10, my feet are a little bit on the wider side, and the Jaw 3 is a very narrow fitting shoe, both along the midfoot area as well as the toe box. So going true to size, it fit my foot exactly 1-to-1 like a glove. There was no extra space whatsoever. But because I'm rocking these casually, I do want a little bit more space for my toes to flex and my feet to breathe. So by going up that half size, I just didn't have as much of a snug feeling fit, but it was still overall a pretty narrow fit. I could still feel the materials kind of putting some pressure along both the midfoot and the toe box, just not to the same amount of pressure and not to the same amount of snugness as the size 10 did. So if you're wearing these casually, I would probably recommend going up half a size, unless you really enjoy that super snug 1-to-1 fit. Then in that case, assuming you don't have a really wide foot, then you can go true to size, but best bet, try these on in a store, even another colorway if possible, just to get a sense of how they fit and feel, because everyone's preference on fit is going to be different and everyone's foot shape is going to be different too. Next up, in terms of the comfort of this shoe, so surprisingly, this shoe is actually quite comfortable for casual use. This full-length Zoom X gives you a nice soft but bouncy feel underfoot. At the same time, the cushioning isn't overly stacked, so you don't really feel unstable and it doesn't feel too wobbly. The midsole sinks in underfoot just enough, but again, it snaps back, so it doesn't feel mushy and it doesn't feel unresponsive. Again though, because this is a very narrow fitting shoe, the upper of the shoe can feel a little bit uncomfortable. So just based off of what I've read online, the more you wear them, the more you break them in, the upper will kind of relax a little bit. It's gonna take quite a few wears, but if that means it's gonna be a little bit more forgiving for my feet, then I definitely look forward to that. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, material quality was like your typical Nike basketball shoes. We just have a textile base layer, we have these TPU layers on top, and then the rest of the shoe, nothing really special about it whatsoever. I wasn't crazy about the material on the tongue. Again, it feels quite padded and it has a bit of a scrunchy feel. It doesn't really form as well to the shape of your foot as the rest of the textile upper. But I'm assuming that was done by design so that you can tighten up the shoe a little bit tighter without it irritating your foot. And then the overall build quality of the shoe I thought was fine as well. Nothing really to note, there weren't any major flaws. It seemed like it was pretty well put together, so all things considered, I was pretty happy with how these were, especially for the price point that you're paying. So with all of that out of the way, now let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. It's been a long time since I bought a Nike basketball shoe specifically for casual use. But again, the theming of the shoe was so well done. I love the colors of this shoe, and it's so obviously a Jurassic Park collaboration that I just had to pick these up for myself. I think the Raptor colorway was also done really well, but when I think of Jurassic Park, the combination of the green, the yellow, and the red, it's just a lot more iconic, and that's why I was drawn to this colorway specifically. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Explorer colorway of the Jurassic Park Nike Jaw 3? What's your overall thoughts on this collaboration? Of the three, which one do you like best? And did you also pick up a pair of these? Are you waiting for these to maybe go on sale down the road? Maybe you'll be able to grab these from a Nike outlet, or are you just not feeling this colorway or this collab and it's a pass for you? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll link my socials down below for you guys to check out and follow. And as always, thank you for your continued love and support, and I'll catch everybody in my next video.